Everyone remembers Jordan, Gretzky, Montana, Jeter. This isn't about them. This is about the other guys. No Hall of Famers, no MVPs. This is the unheralded. And we're telling you, don't forget about Terrell Brandon. Terrell Brandon, 5'11" point guard out of Oregon, played 11 years in the NBA from 1991 to 2002. Brian, what comes to your mind when you think of Terrell Brandon?
Yeah, floor leader, super responsible, mild-mannered, the teammate that you want.
Yeah.
You know, if you're an old dog on the team and you're bringing a young guy and you don't want a hothead, that's the young guy you want. If you're a young guy and you're coming in and you're looking for an old dog mentor, that's the mentor you want. He's a good, solid basketball player and a good teammate.
Yeah, you know, when I think of Terrell Brandon, I just think 90s point guard, which kind of sounds silly, right? But that's what he was. He could score, he could pass, he had the ball on a string, he was going to lead your team. Yeah. He wasn't going to cause problems. He was only going to add. He wasn't going to take anything off the table.
Yeah.
He's going to be additive and not subtractive in any way. And that's kind of what he did for many years there, right? He really looked to play team ball. He got everybody involved, and that's just kind of the name of his game. Now, there was a Sports Illustrated issue in 1997 that called him the best point guard in the NBA. But then he was super humble. He tried to downplay it, right? He called out all these other guards that he really liked and respected and said, listen, no, those guys are the best. I think I'm decent. He didn't let it get to his head. That says all you need to know. The Sports Illustrated is calling you the best, and you're like, well, hold up. Let's not forget about everybody else. Terrell Brandon. Class act.
Yep.
All right, man. So we're going to get into some of the trivia here.
Guess the teams.
Name the teams. Can you guess every team that he played on?
Yeah, I think so. It's not a very long list so he started off with Cleveland, and I'll always remember the Cleveland Cavalier jerseys at that point because they had like the weird paint stripe across there with the blue, black and the stripe. Blues. Yeah. But he was on it when they still had the old. They looked like the Knicks colors with the orange and the blue. But later on he had that stripe, so I'll remember that. And then he was on Milwaukee for a bit, and Minnesota. And I think that's it, unless there's a 10-day contract in there somewhere. But
no, you got it, man.
Right.
He was the number 11 overall pick to Cleveland, where he played 6 years, then 2 years in Milwaukee and 4 with Minnesota.
Speed round.
Okay, man, speed round. How many All-Star games did he make?
So I'm going to say 1. No, you know what? I'm going to go 2. We'll go 2. 2.
Oh, I was about to give you the buzzer.
In the good way? Oh, the buzzer. Yeah, I got you.
2 All-Star games, both with Cleveland in 95-96 and 96-97. How many All-NBA teams did he make?
I don't think he made an All-NBA team. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I'm going to say 0. All right.
Good job there. No, he actually got some MVP votes in 95-96, but did not make an All-NBA team. Did he ever make an All-Defense team?
Probably not. I'm going to say no. Solid defender, don't get me wrong, but All-Defense, probably not, no.
Yeah, he got votes in 3 different years, and he did get a lot of steals, but no All-Defense teams. Did he win a championship?
No, he did not win a championship. Just look at the teams. Cleveland they had that rivalry with the Bulls. They never got past. Minnesota was a really good team with KG, but they didn't get there, and no, not in Milwaukee. So 0, no.
That is correct. He played in the playoffs 7 times and went to the Eastern Conference Finals once in 1992, where they lost to Chicago.
Those Timberwolves teams were good, though. If you look at the ones with Kevin Garnett, I bet you they went deep. I think they had like Wally Szczerbiak at that point. Chauncey Billups was on those teams. Those were some. I'm pretty sure he went far in the playoffs with the Timberwolves. Yeah.
Okay, stat time. Can you guess his career high in points in a single game within 5?
Not a big time scorer. Probably eclipsed 30 at some point. I'm gonna say 32.
34 points with Minnesota in 2001. His next 12 highest games were all with Cleveland from 95 to 97. So, you know, his playing peak, 95 to 97, but that one game in 2001 with the Wolves turned it back on for 34 points. Mm-hmm. Now, can you guess his career high in assists in a single game within 3?
Yeah, definitely in the double digits. He was such a solid, like a 16 and 10 type of guy. I'm gonna say 17 assists.
He had 16 assists in a game 5 times, all with Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah. Floor leader. You know, he scored 9,994 points in his career, just missing 10,000. Who's that remind you of?
Oh, we were talking about, was it Molds?
Eric Molds.
Yeah, Molds. Just
missing 10,000 yards. So, yeah, just missed 10,000 points. But at his peak, he was a 19-6 and almost 2 steals per game guy there for the prime of his career.
Yeah.
Cherry-picked stat.
Time for our cherry-picked stat of the day. He had 2 career triple-doubles, both with Minnesota. He put up 27, 16, and 10, and then he put up 27, 14, and 10. So really consistent with those 2 triple-doubles.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you know?
Did you know Terrell Brandon won the NBA Sportsmanship Award in 1996-97?
I didn't. That does not surprise. I did not know that. However, that does not surprise me. Like you said earlier, class act, like a responsible gentleman. You know, it doesn't surprise me at all. Thank you for telling me.
Based on everything else we've known about Terrell Brandon, yeah, that fits right in.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. All right, so that is Terrell Brandon's playing career. Brian, tell us what he's doing today.
Yeah. I did not know this off the top of my head. I had to look up a little bit about our man here. His post-playing career has been so successful business-wise. He's quite the entrepreneur. So he's a Portland, Oregon guy, right? That Pacific Northwest guy. That's his place. You know, he grew up there. He ended up going back. He has a barbershop where he started off. That kind of blossomed into a barbershop and like a cigar lounge. He's got a limousine service. He's got a dog grooming service. And he's won several awards for being like a local businessman. So he turned his playing career, he didn't spin it into be like a commentator or a coach. He took the money that he earned. I think he got like one really big contract in the NBA. And he just pumped it into small businesses. And he's doing very well for himself. And not only that, but he's employing the community that he grew up in. I think the first barber that he hired in his barbershop was the barber that used to cut his hair when he was a child.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he's got this network. He's creating jobs for his community. It's an outstanding story.
That's awesome.
It really is.
I want to make sure I heard right. Dog grooming service.
Yes.
Say it again.
Yeah, dog grooming service.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
All right, TB. Nice job, man. All right, man. This is the time of the show where we talk about early, late, or on time. So, Brian, what do you think? Did he come into the league early, late, or just at the right time?
Good one. You know, I'm going to say a little bit late, if this makes sense, because those floor general distributor point guards were really big just before. Well, you know what? He came in and he had Mark Price to mentor him, which is awesome. So in that manner, he came in just at the right time. And I look at the teammates that he inherited. You know, man, I think he had Sean Kemp at some point on Cleveland. He had Ray Allen. He had the big dog Glenn Robinson, Kevin Garnett. Maybe I'm going to change my answer to right on time just because the teammates that he inherited were great. But also at that time when he was a point guard, I mean, point guards were, at that point, they were chucking threes and crossing people over and maybe with a poor shot selection, but not him. He brought the responsibility of a floor general in an era where point guards wanted to score.
Yeah.
But, I mean, think about the time that he came in and had Mark Price to mentor him in his first 2 years. And then on his way out, he got to mentor Chauncey Billups. And if you look into a little bit about Chauncey Billups, he'll give a lot of credit to Terrell Brandon for getting Chauncey Billups. Because look at the mold that Chauncey Billups comes from. He's a responsible floor general. He's not a shoot-first point guard. I should say past tense because he's also retired. But he kind of, if you look at Chauncey Billups' game, you could see that he molded it after Terrell Brandon.
I like it. I like where you're going with that. I'm going to say he came into the league a little too early, only for the reason his career was really hampered by injuries for a long time there. It really cut his prime short. And I think maybe with modern medicine and modern training techniques and all of that, it might have prolonged his career and let him extend his prime by a little bit. And I would have liked to see what he could do, you know, with a full, unhampered career. All right, man. That's TB. So give us some closing thoughts on Terrell Brandon.
I love the fact that we're giving him his flowers now, so to speak. You know, he's the type of player who was not the fan favorite. You won't catch him on a feature on a rap album. You know, he didn't marry the Instagram model or whatever. He was just there to play ball and be a good teammate. And I think guys like that get overlooked, and that's why we're here. To show him some love, you know?
Exactly. Hit the nail on the head. All right, man. That's the story. Thanks for joining us, guys. See you next time.